Hi friends, welcome back to our YouTube channel. Today we have to discuss about types of ROMs in Computer Organization and Architecture course, Digital Logic Design course and Switching Theory and Logic Design course. It is one of the most important concepts that can be asked in the examinations. Generally, main memory can also be called as primary memory. That main memory or primary memory can be classified into two types. First one is RAM. RAM stands for random access memory. Second one is ROM. ROM stands for read only memory. Now, in this video, we have to discuss about ROM. ROM stands for read only memory. Generally, there are two types of operations that can be performed on the main memory or primary memory. First one is read operation. Second one is write operation. In the case of random access memory, we have to perform both read and write operations. That means the data that is stored in the RAM, we can read that data. The data that can be also write into the RAM. In this way, we have to perform write operation. Both read and write operations can be performed on the random access memory. Whereas in the case of ROM, that is read only memory, we have to perform only read operation, but we cannot perform the write operation. That means the data that is present in the read only memory, we can read that data, but we cannot have the capability to modify that data, so that we cannot perform the write operations on the read only memory, but we can perform only read operation on the read only memory. Then, what type of data that we have to store in the RAM while manufacturing? So, in the RAM, we have to store a bootstrap program. Bootstrap program is nothing but a set of instructions that are used for starting the computer or a laptop. That program can be called as bootstrap program. That bootstrap program is loaded into the computer or a laptop while manufacturing. That program cannot be modified by the user. This program can be loaded into that computer or laptop while manufacturing only. Okay. Next one, ROM chips not only used in the computer but also used in the other electronic components such as washing machines and micro ovens. Next point, ROM is non-volatile. What is non-volatile? Non-volatile is nothing but whenever the computer is turned off, whatever the data that is present within the computer remains exist. That is called as non-volatile. Here, RAM is volatile, whereas ROM is non-volatile. Okay. ROM is non-volatile. That means the data that is present in the read-only memory remains exist when the computer is turned off. Whereas in the case of random access memory is volatile. That means the data that is present within the random access memory is lost when the computer is turned off. So these are the main important points regarding the ROM. Next one is types of ROMs. ROM can be divided into 5 types. First one is MROM, that is nothing but maskable read-only memory. Second one is PROM, stands for programmable read-only memory. Third one is EPROM, erasable programmable read-only memory. Fourth one is EEPROM, that means electrically erasable programmable read-only memory. Fifth one is flash memory. So these are the 5 types of ROM. Now we can go for each and every one. Now we can go to the explanation of types of ROMs. The first one is MROM. MROM stands for maskable read-only memory. The first point is it is a type of ROM that is programmed during the manufacturing process. That means it is one type of ROM that can be programmed only during the manufacturing process. Programmed is nothing but the data can be written into the PROM. Okay, that means the PROM can be programmed during the manufacturing process. Okay. Now we can go for explanation of types of ROMs. The first one is MROM. MROM stands for maskable read-only memory. The first point is it is a type of memory that can be programmed during the manufacturing process. What that means, while they are manufacturing the MROM, we can write the data into the MROM. Next, second point is the data is stored permanently into the ROM chip that cannot be modified or erased. That means once the data is written into the PROM chip, that cannot be modified or erased. Next, third point, it is used in the applications where the data is fixed and cannot be modified or erased, such as gaming console applications and CD-ROMs. In these two applications, so maskable read-only memories are used. Next, fourth point, the cost of maskable read-only memories are inexpensive. That means the cost of purchasing a MROM is only less cost. Next, the second category is PROM. PROM stands for programmable read-only memory. First point, it is a type of ROM that can be programmed only once by a user. That means it is one type of read-only memory that can be programmed only once by the user. That means whatever the data the user wants to write into the PROM, that can be done only once. Once the data is stored into the PROM, it cannot be erased or modified. Next, second point, suppose a user interested to write some desired contents into the PROM. First, he can buy the PROM chip. After that, whatever the data he wants to write that data into the PROM, that data can be written into the PROM only once. Once the data is written into the PROM, it cannot be modified or changed. Next, third point, inside the PROM chip, some fuses or diodes are present. By using that fuses or diodes, we have to store the data into the PROM chip whenever the fuses are burned or diodes are connected. Next point, it can be programmed only once and it is not erasable. That means once the data is write into the PROM, it cannot be modified or erased. Next point, it is used in the applications where the data cannot be expected to change frequently, such as microwaves, microcontrollers and embedded systems. In these two applications, we have to use the PROM chip. The data cannot be expected to change frequently. Okay. In that two applications, we have to use programmable read-only memory. Next, we can go for EPROM. Next, the third type of ROM is EPROM. EPROM stands for Erasable Programmable Read-Only Memory. First point, it is a type of ROM that can be erased and reprogrammed. That means whatever the data that is present in the EPROM, that can be erased and write the new data into the EPROM chip. Next, second point, EPROM can be erased by exposing it to a ultraviolet light for a duration of 40 minutes. That means 40 minutes time it can take to erase the data that is present in the EPROM chip by exposing it to a ultraviolet light. Next one, once the data that is present within the EPROM chip can be erased, a new data is reprogrammed into the EPROM chip. Next point, it is used in the applications where the data needs to be changed occasionally, such as college laboratories and product development projects. In that two applications, the data needs to be changed occasionally. In that applications, we have to use the EPROM chip. Okay, the main points in the EPROM chip is, it is one type of program that it is one type of ROM that can be erased and programmed by exposing it to a ultraviolet light for a duration of 40 minutes. Once the data can be erased, a new data can be written into the EPROM chip. It is used in the applications where the data needs to be changed occasionally, such as college laboratories and product development projects. Next, fourth category is EEPROM, that is electrically erasable programmable read-only memory. The first point, it is one type of ROM that can be erased and reprogrammed without the involvement of UV light. So that means whatever the data that is present within the EEPROM can be erased and reprogrammed electrically without the use of ultraviolet light. Next point, it can be erased and reprogrammed about 10,000 times. That means how many times the data can be erased and reprogrammed in EEPROM chip. That is 10,000 times the data can be erased and reprogrammed on EEPROM chip. Next, both erasing and programming take about 4 to 10 milliseconds. That means how much time it can take for erasing the data within the EEPROM chip and reprogramming the data into the EEPROM chip. It can take about 4 to 10 milliseconds. Next one, any location can be erased and reprogrammed within the EEPROM chip. We have to choose any location. Within that location, the data can be erased and reprogrammed in the EEPROM chip. Next one, EEPROM chips can be erased 1 byte at a time instead of erasing the entire chip. Okay, it is not possible to erase the entire chip at a time. Only 1 byte at a time can be erased in the EEPROM chip. Hence, the process of reprogramming is flexible, but it can be done slowly. Next point, EEPROM chips can be used in the applications where the data needs to be changed frequently, such as smart cards, where the data needs to be changed frequently. In that applications, EEPROM chips can be used. That is smart cards. In smart cards, EEPROM chips can be used. The fifth category of read-only memory is flash memory. The first point in flash memory is the data can be arranged and reprogrammed in blocks instead of byte by byte. Okay, that means the data that is stored in the flash memory that can be arranged and reprogrammed in block wise instead of byte by byte. Whereas in the case of EEPROM, the data that is present in the EEPROM can be erased byte by byte. Instead of erasing the entire chip, the data can be erased byte by byte in EEPROM chip. Hence, we can say that flash memory is a type of EEPROM that can be arranged and reprogrammed in blocks rather than byte by byte. Next, in which applications flash memory is used? It is used in the applications where large amount of data can be stored. That is such as memory cards and USB flash drives. In that applications, we have to store the large amount of data. The data can be arranged and reprogrammed in block wise not by byte. Okay, so this is the description about types of ROMs. Okay, the summary points of types of ROMs is considering the maskable read-only memory. Okay, so that is MROM chip. MROM chip can be programmed only at manufacturing process. Once the data that can be programmed in the MROM chip, it cannot be modified. Okay, now considering the programmable read-only memory, the data can be programmed only once by a user on the EPROM chip, but it cannot be modified. Next, by considering the EPROM, the data can be arranged and reprogrammed with the help of ultraviolet light in the case of EPROM chip. Next, by considering the EEPROM chip, the data can be arranged and reprogrammed electrically without using the ultraviolet light. While considering the flash memory, the data can be arranged and reprogrammed block by block instead of byte by byte. This is the most important summary points regarding the types of ROMs. I hope all of you understanding this video. If you really understanding this video, please click on the like button and share this video to your friends and classmates. If you have any doubts, please put your doubts in the comment section. I will try to clarify your doubts. If you really understanding this video, please subscribe my YouTube channel, Dibbela Srinivasa Rao. After subscribing my YouTube channel, click on the bell icon to get the future updates in my YouTube channel. Thank you one and all for watching this video.